All right, let's have some fun here real quick. So this is, according to Right Wing Watch, a MAGA pastor and self-proclaimed prophet named Hank Kuninski, and he used his Sunday sermon to take aim at Taylor Swift. In my experience, not a good idea. The Swifties will rip you to shreds. All right, so let's hear what he has to say here. I love these guys, man. They're so goofy.
Have you ever noticed how everything on TV is supported by Pfizer?
True.
Okay, that's a contrary wind. What's up with that?
By the way, if you don't like that, I don't like that either. But if you don't like that, you know what the answer is, right? At the very least, a public option for pharmaceutical drugs. At the very least. But the real answer, if we're keeping it real, is to nationalize Big Pharma. Don't have the profit motive anymore for our pharmaceutical drugs. Take away the poor incentive structure. That's what the answer is. Is he in favor of those things? No. He would call those things socialism. So this is like a lot of people on the right, they mix up being anti-Big Pharma, which is good, but they cross the line into, I'm just anti-modern medicine. And I'm sure this guy falls in the same place. You know what I mean? He's got like the conspiracy brainworms that seep over into everything. All right, let's continue.
What's up with this whole thing now at the Kansas City Chiefs that everybody's celebrating some lady, some girl? That if you look at her concerts, man, she does satanic rituals and witchcraft. Why would you want to put that stuff in your home? You talk about blinding yourself again. And then she just happens to be dating Mr. Pfizer, the football player. I mean, you don't think that there's a connection somewhere?
What connection? What connection? What are you talking about? So he said that Taylor Swift does satanic rituals and witchcraft, and she happens to be dating Mr. Pfizer, Travis Kelce or whatever his name is. I don't watch football, so I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. There's got to be a connection. What connection? Are you talking about between Satan, witchcraft, and Pfizer? Is that the argument? What exactly is the claim here? That by making a deal with Pfizer, which, by the way, that is super cringe. You got to get paid by Pfizer. The guy already makes a zillion, gazillion, quadrillion dollars anyway. You don't need to sell out to a big pharma company, an unscrupulous big pharma company that price gouges people on the regular. But anyway, what's the connection? That the reason why Taylor Swift is doing satanic and witchcraft stuff in her tour or in her performances is because Pfizer made her do it, or Pfizer paid her to be satanic or do witchcraft? How exactly, like, what are we talking about here? I don't understand what we're talking about here. But I love these guys. Look, the reason I'm covering this, Swifties, get to work. Go after this Trump-loving evangelical Christian, Hank Kuninski, and show him the power of the Swifties. Because the Swifties are not going to stand for this. That's their girl. She can do no wrong. And to accuse her of witchcraft, to accuse her of being satanic, why? Because she like wears red sometimes or has red lipstick or sings about like love? That's not allowed. Not allowed according to the far right. But I love how they take aim at people in the most egregious, silly, over-the-top ways. It can never just be a regular, hey, I disagree on this policy issue. So it's like, no, you're satanic. You're satanic and you're doing witchcraft and something about Pfizer too. Consider that. I always find that the most ironic because they're not actually against Big Pharma. They just virtue signal like they are. If you're against Big Pharma, you would call for nationalizing Big Pharma and taking out the profit motive. But they won't. They weren't even for Build Back Better. Build Back Better lowered the cost of some prescription drugs, and they're against it, which means they're for higher prescription drug prices. They are helping Big Pharma. But anyway, there you go. Some wacky, wacky people, man. All right, guys, that's the show. Love you all very much. Thank you, as always, for listening to me run my mouth. Everybody do me a big favor. Please click like. Please click subscribe. All that fun stuff. Click that bell icon so you get a notification every time a video drops. And that's all I got for you, man. You can support the show on Patreon below, or you can support Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. That's also below. And yeah, that's it. You can listen to the full show on Spotify, too, if you want to listen podcast style. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.